We'll see. It's just a chill stream anyway. It'll just be nice and chill, and I probably won't be talking very much. So, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Anyway, back to what I was saying about my drawing. Also I can see chat way better now, which is really nice. I rearranged like everything on OBS, which is what I use to stream and record my streams, and it looks so much nicer. Also, I did want to mention a couple things. I can talk about it while I draw. First of all, at some point in the near future, this art is so yummy, thank you. I did it on my phone, so I'm really glad that it turned out well. I heavily used a reference. This is from a scene in the Merlin TV show. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, sometime in the near future, I'm going to do an art stream where I make myself a new overlay. Like all the stuff that you see on my stream here, on the bottom and like the right of the actual stream, I did all that myself. I made it, you can probably tell. I did it very quickly, I was in a rush. So at some point in the near future, I'm gonna make myself a new overlay and a new profile picture, because I recently made myself a new banner on stream. And I want to do even more to like upgrade everything. It'll still look very similar, I just want it to be more like high quality, if that makes sense. Second, I finally found out my surgery date. It's not gonna be in December. I haven't told you this, son, yet. It's not gonna be in December, it's in October. It's much sooner than I thought it would be. So, around the end of October, early November, I probably won't be streaming very much unless I get super bored. Because I'll be recovering from surgery. So, look forward to no streams around Halloween time. I'm so sorry, there will no be Halloween special like there was last year. But yeah, super excited about that. If I need anything, you'll go get it. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I should be okay. We'll probably way over prepare, but I super appreciate it. Okay, I think that's all that I had to say. Now it is drawing time. So, I don't know what to talk about because I'm not sure if I should spoil this show for anybody who hasn't seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, son. So I don't super want to spoil it, but it did come out. It did finish releasing 12 years ago. So 2012 was 12 years ago. I'm so sorry to tell you. It was 12 years ago. I'm so sorry. Spoil, you don't care? Okay. Maybe I should put up a warning really fast for Merlin spoilers. Okay, that's good. Alright. I'll put that there. Okay, I'll start off by saying that this scene that I'm drawing is towards the very end of the show when Arthur, this guy, is dying. And I cried watching it. I had watched the first season or so when I was little, but I never got around to actually finishing the show until last week or something. This is Merlin, the one with the dark hair. Merlin is a wizard or magic user, and it's a really cool show. Arthur is the prince and then the king, and magic is outlawed in their kingdom. But Merlin's destiny is to protect Arthur so that once he becomes king, he can make a new world that is safe for magic users and magical creatures, and it's his destiny to make sure Arthur achieves that. And I don't want to spoil the ending at least, but it's a really fun show. Um, but yeah, for this drawing, like I said, I did the flat colors and the line art on my phone. And at first the line art was just like super consistent, like the same width, because I was basically just trying to match the scene really well. But I didn't like how it didn't fit with my style as much as I wanted to. So I added more line variation throughout the piece. Like these thicker parts here, I added those later. These parts right here, it all used to be like this thin, like right here. Whoops, I don't have that color anymore. So I added all that, and now I'm going to go through and add some lighting. I'm thinking that the light will come from the right, maybe like a warm light source, maybe a campfire. That would probably work well. I don't think there was a campfire in this scene in particular, but they're outside, like in the forest. The way that I'm doing this shading, I just have a, as you can see, like a kind of greenish blue multiply layer. And I'm just erasing. I really like how like the set design is really cool because they don't, for some of the places, they don't have a set. Like most of it takes place in a real castle. Sounds like it. Yeah, it's super cool. It looks so interesting, and I love how it portrays that time period without making it super, like, without trying too hard to lean into the, like, the language of the era. It's super easy to understand, but it also talks about the limitations of the time, and I'll spoil a tiny bit. They never explicitly say it in the show, as far as I can remember, but Merlin ends up being immortal. He can never really die. He's like that one species of, like, shark or turtle or something that can live forever unless it's, like, actually physically killed. And the very last scene of the show is him in the, like, modern era looking at the crumbling ruins of a tower that I won't go into too much. And like it goes from just like horses and knights and swords and everything to like him away in the future with like a truck like barreling by, and he's suddenly in modern day, and it doesn't talk about it, and he doesn't even talk in that last scene. That's just his life. He lives long after everyone else is dead, and it's really sad. It's such a sad ending for that show. It's a really funny show. There's lots of funny moments that made me like laugh really hard. But it has the saddest ending. But my favorite part of the show is Merlin and Arthur's dynamic, because it starts out when they first meet each other in like the first couple episodes. They hate each other. Merlin is sent to... Oh my god, I feel so guilty. I can't remember the name of the town that they live in. Oh, I have to look it up. This is so awful. Hold on. Camelot. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Camelot. So, Merlin is born in Ealdor, but then he has to go to Camelot because Ealdor isn't safe for him because he uses magic and stuff. So he goes to Camelot, and the first like minute that he steps foot there, he runs into Arthur, but he doesn't know who he is, and just starts saying mean things to him, and then they get in a fight, and then Arthur locks him up like in the cells, and that's how they meet. They try to like kill each other. They hate each other so much. And that's pretty much how it goes for the rest of the show. Even though it's Merlin's destiny, he learns to keep Arthur safe, they still just try to kill each other. And it's really good. So Merlin at first hates that that's his destiny. And he hates that's how he has to live his life now, because he can't tell anyone that he has magic because it's outlawed and he could be killed. Me and you, for real. For real. It's truly us trying to kill each other at every turn. But yeah, eventually Merlin cares so much about Arthur that he cares about him more than himself, and he believes so much in the king that Arthur is destined to be that he would sacrifice anything to make sure that version of reality happens. And the ending of the show is so sad for that reason. But yeah, everything that Merlin does is like for Arthur. He never really gets to live his life for himself, and he's never really able to use his magic freely. Not even at the end of the show. He still feels that he can't. But he doesn't care that much about himself as an individual. He's so like passionate about the future that could be for everyone that he doesn't care what he has to sacrifice, and it's a lot. I'll talk a little bit about the show some more in a bit, I think. For now, I want to talk about my drawing. So sad. I know I bawled my eyes out. It's such a good show, though. So like I said, this drawing is of a scene from towards the end of the show. I think this is one of the most emotional scenes, and I really wanted to draw it. What's funny, I feel bad, but what's funny about the end of the show is that it's 5 seasons, I think. And in the last season, for most of the show, Merlin, this one, is super scrawny, super not athletic. He can't fight with a sword or do anything physical, really. He's Arthur's servant, so he has to do a lot of manual labor, but he kind of sucks at it. But in season 5, his actor gets like super noticeably buff, and I don't know why, but the costumers did their best to like not make it obvious, but it was extremely obvious because he's just been a twig for most of the show. So in the last season, he's just buffed the whole time, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. I like to do a mixture of hard and soft shading. So I'll do the big chunks with a fairly chunky hard pen or paintbrush or marker or something, and then I'll go back through it after and smooth out some of it. I kind of do, lately I've been doing my shading and highlighting like kind of backwards. Like I said, I filled in the whole thing with the shadow and now I'm erasing the highlights. But it's so much easier for me to visualize where the highlights should go when I do it this way. So I recommend trying it if you haven't before. It's much easier to like map out where the big shadows and highlights should go. Is this show actually gay or kind of hinting only? So Arthur gets married to a woman. But it's not actually gay. I don't think there's any queer people in this show. It's from the early 2000s, 2010s. And it's set in like medieval times. Boo, I know! Well, yeah. I like the person that Arthur got married to. I think she's really sweet. I'll do overlay. Let's try some other things. Hard light? It's looking a little better. I think I might smooth out highlights in his hair really fast. You're back? Hi! I was just talking to chat about recommending TV shows that they think I would like. Because it's been hard for me to find a new TV show and I keep just going on YouTube and watching nothing, so I'm trying to actually at least watch something with a plot if I'm gonna do that. But it's really hard for me to find TV shows that I like. I like fantasy and sci-fi. I don't care a whole lot for the romantic subplot, so anything that you would like to recommend, I fully appreciate. I'm going to color in the line art very roughly. I think their story is nice. They didn't do a bad job with it. But, like, there's this one scene where Arthur is telling her that he wishes that he could go live on a farm and be a farmer instead of having all the responsibilities that royalty does. And then he immediately says that he wants to bring Merlin with to help him do all the hard work while he's like alone with his girlfriend. He's telling her all this, so Merlin's always there. He's not even a third wheel, he's just part of Arthur's relationship no matter who he's with. There were gay people in medieval times. I know! They, yeah. I wish that it had been canon between them, but I still don't think they did a bad job. And I think overall they did a good job showing that, like, Arthur and Merlin were so fully, like, intertwined as, like, their lives. Everything they did affected the other, and they both had to be there in order for the right future to happen. So, like, whatever they had going on was more than you can put into words. But they still should have kissed. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good show regardless. I feel like they did a good job showing their dynamic kiss. I think some of the actors said that they wish they had also, or something along those lines. So the sentiment was there. Just improv a little and smooch. I know! Actually, a lot of the scenes where they're talking directly to each other, they bicker a lot. And it turns out that a lot of the scenes where they're bickering, they just fully were just talking to each other, the actors. They weren't reading a script. They were genuinely saying these insults to each other. Not like to actually be mean, but that was just them and the actors' dynamic. And that's why it seems so genuine and human and not like scripted or stilted or anything. And I like that a lot. I think that's also a really good part of the show. That's us for real. I know, none of our insults are scripted. I'll finish putting in these line colors and then I'm going to do something that I don't do a whole lot, but I've been wanting to experiment more with. I think I'm gonna try to paint in the face, like on top of the lines. I'm so sorry, my brain is... I painted my nails earlier today in a completely sealed house, no windows or doors open, and then I just sat breathing in the fumes for like 5 hours, so I'm going insane. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I'm doing great, but that's part of why this stream is a little tricky. It's probably a good thing that I'm doing a solo stream, because I think I would just pass out if I tried to do anything more energetic than staring at a screen and doing nothing for 2 hours. You did the same thing. It's really fun. I do this to myself every time, and I regret it every time, and yet I never remember. Oh well. What was I saying? Shading. Alright. I'm just erasing bits of this multiply layer with like a solid... I'm just using the digital pen, so it's nothing fancy. Okay. So, it looks weird now. Just trust me. Trust the process. Okay. So now, I'm going to start painting the faces, and I'm so excited. I've been getting better at it. I'm gonna tilt this so it's easier to see what I'm doing. And we'll start with, let's start with Merlin, because his is only half a face that I have to work with. I think I'll start with the blush underneath the lighting and shading. Migraine, which is kind of why I'm not with you. That is absolutely fair. Please don't feel like you have to stream with me when you have a migraine. It's not worth it. I almost considered not streaming either because I also have a headache. But I got this. I just gotta take it easy and not breathe in any more fumes. I have a fan. You probably can't hear it because it's like pointed at my feet, but at least I have a fan in the room with me. So I should be fine. I hope. I'm like slowly dying. It's alright. I've done this before and I'm a professional. But the last time I used nail polish, I did go outside. And it took like 3 hours because I was being extra about it. But while I was out there, it was really nice because I don't go outside a lot. Especially during the summer when I have nowhere to go. And while I was out there, there was like a squirrel that just didn't care that I was there, and it dug a hole for like 20 minutes and then pulled something out and ran up a tree. And I don't know what it was, but there we go. And then there was a turtle, and it was walking around so loudly that I thought there was a whole human person about to sneak up on me and kill me. But it was just a little turtle that glared at me whenever I made noise. It didn't even have the color I wanted, so I went with shimmer. Man, I have way too many nail polish colors. I have a huge bin of them. You're welcome to borrow them anytime. I don't know how I can get them to you easily, but I have like a massive collection. Some of them are probably from when I was little, so I might have to go through and throw some away, but I only even use a couple of them. I used to love the glittery ones when I was little, so I still have a ton of glittery ones that I just don't use anymore. I wanted to make hearts. That would be so cute. I've been getting better at doing details with my nails. The one that I was talking about that I did last, I did like a gradient. I used a tiny sponge and I had I had like a whitish base, and then I used black on a tiny sponge to make the tips like fade into black, and I'm really proud of it. I didn't get any pictures, but that was the first time I had done a gradient and I liked it, and then it just like started peeling off, so I gave up. Oh well. One time I tried to use a stencil to put aliens, like alien heads, on my nails, and no matter how long I waited for the nail polish to dry before sticking the stencil on, it would just peel off all of my nail polish, so I decided to freehand it instead, which sucked. I think I did it though, I can't remember. Cute, yeah! I like nail polish. I tried makeup one time for a Halloween thing for school, and I had a breakdown in the bathroom because I hated the feeling of it on my face, and I just like washed it all off and didn't do anything for Halloween that year. Someday maybe I'll try again, but I was trying to do like eye stuff and it hurt my eyes so bad. You remember the photos and it looked hot? Thanks! I liked how it looked every time I did it. It just like threw me way off because I don't ever do makeup. I like how it looks like masculine, like lower eyeliner and stuff. That's kind of what I tried to do. It bothered my eyes so much. My mom had the same problem whenever she used to do makeup. It like burned her eyes. I think I'm just super sensitive to it. It didn't help that the very first time I tried to do eye makeup, I did not have the proper tools. I didn't have makeup remover wipes, which I should have gotten when I got eye makeup. And I just used a wet rag and scrubbed at it, like at the corner of my eyes, the outside corner. And I gave myself like rug burn basically, and it hurt for weeks. It was so awful. But I have makeup wipes now, I promise. If I ever decide to do that again. Why is he blue? He's dying! Don't judge him, he's on his deathbed. He's wearing coral blue from Spongle He's dying! Let's separate this from the other blush and then turn it into a multiply layer so that it's darker. It was so awful. I don't know what I did. It was not one of the nice soft rags. It wasn't. It was so bad. I thought it would come off easier than it did. It was probably like waterproof or something, and I was just like, ugh, it was awful. Never again. That's part of why I was so scared to do it. But yeah, I prefer nails and clothes if I want to be fancy. Oh, speaking of, you didn't buy eye makeup remover? Not the first time that I tried to do it. The rest of the times, and the time that I tried to do it the morning before school, I did have makeup remover wipes. But the very first time, no, I didn't think about it at all when I was getting it. Water never takes it. I know now, I promise. I knew nothing about it. It was a very big learning experience for me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my dad gave me an old belt that he used to wear in like college. One of those like studded punk belts, and it's super cool. He gave that to me. It doesn't fit me. My waist is bigger than his was when he was in college. So I learned how to use some like leather working tools that my mom got a while ago, and I put some snaps in them, and I cut the belt into like a million pieces, and then I put snaps in, and I turned it into a bracelet, like a studded punk bracelet, and I'm super proud of it. I can send you pictures after stream soon, but I like it. It's cool. My waterproof one comes off, but it's just a shitty brand. Yeah. I don't know what I got. I don't remember. All day. Ugh. I'm so sorry. He was just excited to be there. I get that too. I understand that. It looks yummy, thank you. Please don't try to eat your screen though. I don't know how healthy that is. I already did, my computer's even more fucked up. Don't eat your computer, that's not good. That's not good for it. It's not good for it and for you. This lighting is throwing me off. What if we do purple shadows instead of blue? Purple. Ooh, that is bright. Okay. How about mid-tone purple? That looks loads better. Okay. I like that a lot more. It's supposed to be moody, but it just works so much better. What about like a cool purple? If it's sideways, it looks like a very passionate, alive hug, almost kiss. I know! This scene, this is how the scene looked. My drawing is not exaggerated in any way. This is how the scene looked. I think I'll just have to show it like this. Okay. This is the scene. It's this scene. It's literally this is the scene. No exaggeration. They look silly in their outfits in the best way. Okay. I like it. I like how they look. I think their armor looks nice. But I do get what you mean. It is actually a passionate bro hug. I know! It's so much. Okay, there's this scene, I think it's like early on in the show, maybe halfway through, where I don't know what Arthur was going for, but Merlin thinks that he's going in for a hug, so he just like, no questions asked, goes in for a hug, and then Arthur's like, no, no hug, and then they just like freak out a little bit. And then this is the end of the show. They've made so much progress. Look at them. I love them so much. That's so cute. Though, I know! They made so much progress as friends. There's like some scenes where they're hiding out in the woods and they're like literally cuddling for warmth because they can't risk lighting a fire. It's good. It's a good show. I put ranch on my sandwich and the ranch is burning my mouth. What? Why is it burning your mouth? Is it expired? That does not seem right. Are you okay? I don't know how to feel about that. It's brand new, better not be expired. Dude, the other day I got a drink from Walmart. I really like those pina colada, like naked juice things. They're my favorite drink on planet Earth. And it was brand new, but it was expired by like 4 months. And I took a sip of it before I knew, because I didn't think to check the expiration date on something that had never failed me before. And it tasted so bad. It was just like a fruit juice. I don't know why it was so bad. But it tasted so bad, and I was like, oh no, do I suddenly hate my favorite drink now? No, it was just expired by like months. I didn't drink more than that sip, but it did make me feel queasy afterwards, so hopefully I'm okay and not dying. You never know. But that wasn't pleasant. Oh god, I'd cry. I know! I was looking forward to it so much. And then it was expired, and I was very sad. Help, my headphones. Are you okay? What's wrong with your headphones? My medicine alarm went off, and it just like bounced connection between my phone and computer, but we're okay now. That sounds terrifying. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm so sorry. It is so loud, just like calm talking and then air raid sirens in my ears. I'm so sorry. Oh no, that's awful. I'm so sensitive to like sound. If that happened to me, I would lose my mind. That sounds so bad. I don't know what to do about my avatar whenever I'm drawing, because I always lean over to like draw on my tablet, and then my avatar freaks out. That's me tweaking. I don't know. It's me sitting here just like just like freaking out a little bit. It's like have you seen those videos of VTubers and their avatars not knowing what to do when they like sneeze or something, and their avatar just like freaks out? It's terrifying. It's kind of funny when their avatars freak out. I know. Oh god. I'm glad that I made myself a really like simple avatar, because when it freaks out, it's so much less terrifying because it's like, it's a rabbit, you know? It's not like a human person. It's just a rabbit with like dots for eyes. So when it freaks out, it's not that bad. It's like a ghost passing through it real fast. You're about to restart your Animal Crossing island. Good luck, have fun. Um, I hope you have fun. I spoke to Charlie about Animal Crossing very recently. And we watched a Jaden animation video about her comparing new Animal Crossing to old Animal Crossing, and it was really interesting. And very nostalgic because I grew up only playing the old one, and it was hard for me to get into the new one, but it is fun, so I hope you have fun playing it. I'm the worst impulsive buyer. I want everything with like a $75 paycheck. I get that. I, um, whenever I buy something that I end up like not using a whole lot or not liking as much as I thought I did, or it's just not what I thought it was, I get so much guilt from that that it's so hard for me to justify buying anything for like a month afterwards. So, can you tell I have anxiety? It's really bad. Speaking of old Animal Crossing, I almost bought a whole DS to play the old one. Dude, you can just borrow my 3DS. I'm pretty sure I got it out recently. That's why I was talking about old Animal Crossing with Charlie. Let me double check. Yeah, I have Animal Crossing New Leaf. You're absolutely welcome. I just like recharged my 3DS the other day. So you're welcome to borrow it and play it. I've had that 3DS for ages, so you don't have to worry about it like getting broken or something. It's okay. I I will not lose my mind about it. Is this coloring in or yeah it is. I used to love that game. I would play it for ages. One of my other favorite 3DS games was Fantasy Life. That's the game I've played the most recently on my 3DS, and by most recently I mean like in the past 5 years. I love Fantasy Life so much. It's such a good game. I mostly play it because I had a crush on one of the characters. That was like gay awakening for me as a kid. I loved it. It's such a good game. I bought the whole $24 Mario 8 booster pack after only playing the base game once. That's fair though. I I get that. Sometimes you just want more. But yeah, like I said, you're welcome to borrow my 3DS and pretty much any game that I have for it. I have 21 games. Mario Kart 8. I love Mario Kart. I have a Mario Kart for the 3DS. I have Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. But I have 21 games. You're welcome to borrow any of them at any time. Kiss you passionately in the most platonic way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Make this little pink. Oh, fun fact about Merlin. The actor that plays Merlin, he is Irish. He does not have an Irish accent in the show, but I think it'd be really funny if he did. But he's Irish and he's very pale, and the entire time during filming, it was an absolute battle to make sure that he wasn't super pale in one scene and then super tan in the next, because he tanned super easily also. So anytime that they weren't filming, they made him sit in the shade so that he didn't tan any of his delicate Irish skin in the middle of filming and make it super inconsistent. And I think that is extremely funny. I love the lengths that TV shows go to make sure everything's consistent. I'd have to sit there too. Me too! Oh my god. I'm so pale, but I do tan easily. It's just hard to tell until I like roll up my sleeve. Highlighting is so yummy. Thank you. Are you still doing commissions? No, not yet. I'm trying to set up my PayPal like in the next couple days, and then commissions will be open. They'll be a little bit slow because I'm starting classes again soon, but they will be open very soon, and I'll make announcements on like Tumblr and Discord and YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Highlights by the nose. Have you watched Dungeon Meshi yet? Actually, yes. I binge watched some of it today and yesterday. I have been watching it. I'm on like episode 10, I think. Um, they're preparing to see the dragon. I don't know how much you've watched, but I'm watching it. And I like it. It's really funny and silly. How was it? I like it. It's so like it's equal parts funny and silly and disturbing. The characters are so funny. Some of the monsters are really disturbing. The characters are all also really relatable. I'm caught up so far. I'll catch up very soon. I think I'm really close. There's only like 20 something episodes out, right? I'm about like halfway there, I think. Um, but yeah, it's good. It's really silly. I really like Senshi, the dwarf. He's really silly. I like him a lot. I like that he's just teaching them to cook the whole time. My second favorite has to be Chilchuk. He's so goofy. I know a tiny bit about his backstory from Joffy videos talking about him, but they haven't actually talked about his backstory a whole lot. I think we're getting close though. They've like hinted at some stuff occasionally. I like Chilchuk. He's me if I wasn't goofy. I think he's goofy. I think he's silly. He's more serious than you, but he still is a little goofy. I mean, come on. You can't look at those ears and say that he isn't goofy. But I do have a spoiler warning up. I've just heard Karina talk about how he's like a divorced man. And I think that's really silly. I don't know the full context, I just know that from Karina talking about him. That's what I was about to say. Yeah! I do know that. And I think I don't know. He's talked about his age already, and he said that he's 29. And I love that for him. At the ripe age of 29, he's already gotten married and divorced. And Laios being like, should I call you sir? How old is Laios? Did he ever say? Is Laios like much younger than him? I thought Laios was like 30, but he might not be. A little bit of a darker shading too. He's 26? So he is younger than Chilchuk? Fandom Wiki told me. I think isn't there a manga? There might be more of the manga out than the anime. That's crazy. I thought he was in his 30s. I don't know why I did. Do we know how old, what's the elf lady's name? The magic one that's not his sister? Yeah, by a few years, yeah. Marcel! Yeah! She's really silly, and she would be me if I also had to eat monsters in a dungeon. I would be like screaming and crying the whole time, but but I would be like, this is actually delicious. She's 50? I mean, she's an elf, but like, I thought she went to school at the same time as Laios's sister. How old is his sister? Senshi. Yeah, how old is Senshi? I figured that he would be old too. Senshi's 112? Dude. That's insane. I had no idea. So Chilchuck is like, this whole time he thought that he was one of the oldest, but he's like the second youngest. That's so silly. She's a teacher's assistant, not an actual student. She went through the classes before and the teacher called her the prodigy. Oh, okay. I didn't fully understand what the situation was in that episode, but now I understand. She was just like wanting to take that class as a teacher's assistant. That makes sense. But yeah, the rest of you guys should absolutely watch Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon as the English translation calls it. It's really funny. Be prepared for it to be like slightly oddly disturbing though. But it's like, once you understand what's happening, it's more just funny, but it's like, I wasn't prepared based on what Joffy talked about for it to be disturbing in any way. But I like it a lot. It's good and it's silly. And it's easy to just like put on in the background if you don't feel like paying full attention to it. Where do you get the disturbing from? There's like a few stuff with corpses that I didn't understand what was happening until much later. They only fully explained the like revival stuff where I'm at, like episode 10. So they were just like hanging up corpses for people to find in like episode 1, and I was very shocked. Senshi's the fan service girly, and I think it's kind of funny for his buff ass man to get panty shots. That's the first thing I noticed, and I thought it was so silly. Like, Marcella's like, man, I'm the only girl in the party, but Senshi's the only one to be getting like panty shots in this anime. It's so good. Oh yeah. Yeah, like, once you know what's happening, it's less disturbing. But it is when you have no idea what's happening going into it, which was me. It was very strange. I can't beat this Candy Crush level and I want to sob. Dude, when I got my first phone, it came with Candy Crush like pre-downloaded on it for some reason. And I was playing that thing like every day. Dude, I was Candy Crushing it. Can I show you the cat I got at Yard's Hill? Yes, a real cat or fake cat. But yes, either way. I hope that someday I'll be able to make a new VTube avatar. The only issue is that I made this with the free trial of Live 2D Cubism, and that has obviously expired since a year ago. So maybe someday I'll like temporarily get it, or I'll find another free app so that I can make some more avatars, because it was super fun to like every day there was more progress and it was just more and more put together. It was really nice. It's in the Twitch Discord show stream. Okay. Discord. Oh, this is good. This is our advertisement for our Discord server. You can see stuff like this in it. I love this cat so much. Oh my god, it looks so goofy. I like it a lot. Thank you for showing me this. Stream, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Ooh, like a puzzle. Yeah, making a VTuber avatar is so, like, there's so many little parts to it, but I watched a ton of tutorials and basically wrote myself like an instruction booklet before I got started, so I always knew what steps to take and when, and what to do when I ran into certain issues that other people had run into. And then I watched more videos if I ever got stuck. And I managed to get it done in like a week. The free trial is like a month or two long. So I got it done super fast, and I did as much as I could before actually starting the free trial. So there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I did first, like the drawing and everything. But it was super fun. I really respect people who make super realistic ones because, or like super detailed anime ones, that kind of thing. Because oh my god, I cannot imagine the time it would take. Like the eyes, it was kind of crazy to see. Yeah, I was updating you guys. I took videos like at the end of every day to show the progress I made. Like the eyes on my avatar, the parts of it are like, it's like the main dot. I have a highlight that you barely see. I have the bottom eyelid and the top eyelid. And then I think that's pretty much it. So there's only like 4 parts to it, except like eyebrows and stuff like that. So like people who make anime stuff, like super detailed anime stuff, they've got like 30 different pieces for each eye, and they have to manage all of that, and that's just for the eye. That's like insane to me. That would have taken me years to do, and I super respect people who do that, and especially people who make avatars for commissions. Name the cat? The cat that you got, you want me to name it? There's a hole at the foot, or should I hide in there? I don't know. What should you hide in there? How big is it? I don't know what to name the cat. You should name it after one of your actual cats. If you want to. I'm bad at naming stuff. Name it Pickles. That's really sweet. I love all of your cats. We have cats, in case chat doesn't know. They live outside though. They love it out there, oh my god. They drink puddle water, it's insane. But, pickled cats. Oh no! So yeah, all of our cats live outside. We used to have an indoor cat when I was little. He died, he was super old. Loved him though. He was a huge jerk to me. Bit me every chance he got. I loved him. So I can't wait to have my own indoor cat. Not just my childhood one, but like my own. That I can like hold and cuddle with. I have 2 cats, they're so cute. Poppy and Chunky. Aww! I love your cats. I love Chunky. She's so round. And I love your dogs too. All your animals are so cute. They're mean. I love cats. There's some breeds that are more predisposed to be like cuddly, I don't know what I'll end up getting because I don't want to like pick and choose the breed from like a breeder, you know? So I'll get whatever I end up getting, but like what's it called? Ragdolls are super cuddly usually. I think that's really sweet, but a lot of cats just are cuddly. Chat keeps censoring me because I keep saying fishes but replace F with a B. I'm sorry. I set up like an auto mod thing and I put an excessive amount of words in there, but I'm just so scared of people coming in and being mean to me. I didn't want to risk it. I banned so many words, but it's okay. Real though. Alright. Eyelashes. Get a thinner brush. I just wanted to call my cat fishes. Fishes, because they're so mean. I love them though. I absolutely get that. I think cats are silly, even when they are mean. They will not hesitate to tell you their boundaries. And I appreciate that. Proud of cats. Dogs will just kind of like nervously sit there if you pet them and they don't like it, but cats will like smack the crap out of you. And I appreciate how clear that is. Okay, I gave him some beautiful lashes. My cat Chunky will crawl onto my pillow as I'm like allergic and then claw the shit out of me when I move her. I love them so much. I'm so sorry she does that to you. But I love cats so much. But if I don't move her, she'll cuddle with my face. Oh no. I think I'm like mildly allergic to pet dander. But I'm also allergic to like dust and every pollen known to man. So I don't know if I'm specifically allergic to pet dander or just allergic to anything that comes into contact with me. I know, it's so bad. It's even worse when I travel because my body's like, we haven't even gotten used to the pollen in our home. Why would you take us somewhere else? So every time I travel to like go on vacation or something, I'm just sick the entire time because my body just like throws a fit whenever there's some brand new pollen that it's never heard of before. I have to switch allergy medicine like every week to keep the effects working. I've given up on allergy medicine. I've completely given up. It has never worked for me once. So I just gave up. Sorry, my voice is kind of like giving out, which is crazy because I haven't been yelling. Maybe I am getting allergies. Every time I step outside, I just have to risk like suddenly getting terrible allergies. Snot running down my face with a whole fever. Okay, mine aren't that bad, but like I get ear infections super easily. So every time I have something wrong with my nose, which is what happens with allergies, is I get mucus. My likelihood of getting ear infection like skyrockets. And the last time I got an ear infection, it was so bad that my eardrum was like genuinely about to explode. It could have burst and I could have gotten deaf in that ear, maybe both ears, but it didn't. It calmed down with like a steroid injection. So now I just have to like hope that I don't get so sick that I get another ear infection and then my ear explodes. Yay! It's so bad. I'm like barely clinging on to life at this point. That's my payoff. I don't get ear infections anymore, but I'm like out of commission if I sneeze 3 times in a row. I get that. Yeah. Mine like sneaks up on me. I step outside to like go to the store or get a haircut or do anything, like visit a friend or something. And like that day it's fine. But then for the next week, I'm like my nose is exploded, my eardrums have exploded. The pollen's like using my eardrums as trampolines or something. My throat is like super sore. Um and like my eyes are like burning all the time. And the bugs, as soon as I step outside, my mom's outside all day every day. She hardly ever gets bug bites. I step outside one time like a month and all the bugs are like, oh yeah. And I know it's coming from outside because the bug bites only show up like within the week of me stepping outside for like 10 minutes. And then I go back in and they slowly fade and it's like, it's insane. That's the worst. I know. The bugs love me, the pollen loves me. I just can't go outside. I can't do it. I'm so allergic that I go to school looking like a zombie because I look sick as hell. I'm so sorry. It's like, I'm so nervous for classes to start up again, mostly because I know I'll instantly get sick. I'll let you know if that happens, but I will very likely instantly get sick, probably because of allergies. But if that baby gets sick, like, could you catch it? I don't know how babies work. Or if they have like only baby sicknesses. I don't know how that works or how often babies get sick. That thing has sneezed on me like 20 times in a day once. Alright, if you didn't get sick, I mean, I guess you just got like a crazy immune system. Yes? Oh, whoops. I don't know how they work. I've never seen a baby. I don't know. I've never been around a small child for an extended period of time. I'm scared of small children because they're very snotty. As in like mucus. And that's terrifying to me because they touch everything and touch their nose and like I am so scared of them. I'm so scared. I was scared of my classmates when I was in kindergarten because they were snotty. You see, I've had anxiety since kindergarten. Yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of good things about kids, but the snot is a huge thing for me. I'm glad your immune system is getting like a massive boost from this baby though. That's like sneezing on you every day. I can't imagine. For real, she's so cute, but oh my god. Yeah, I feel like that's how I would feel if I was doing that. Like, I feel like I would be like, yeah, she's cute, but oh, that's not. I'd lose my mind. You are much braver than I. I draw very slow, especially when I'm rambling the whole time, but we made progress. Let me get rid of this little thing. So yeah, I will probably finish this on my own time. I love it so much. Art looked yummy. Thank you. I enjoyed working on this. It was tough. The line art and the coloring is my favorite part, so it was tough to only be doing other stuff. But I'm having fun. I like it. I'm proud of how this is turning out, and I will, like I said, I'll finish this on my own time. So yeah, I'll probably start ending stream here while I'm just like adding a couple other things. Thank you so much, Sun, for being in chat the whole time, even when you weren't here. I really appreciate it. It makes it so much easier to still be streaming solo, but like have someone else to talk to in chat. It makes it so much nicer. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, cue the outro. Oh yeah. Like I said at the beginning, at some point, hopefully in the near future, we'll be doing another stream. Probably a solo muted one, just sometime randomly in the middle of the week, of me making a new profile picture and one of me making a new overlay for our streams. Always Pookie. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll be doing that at some point in the near future, so look out for that. Like I said, I finally found out my surgery date, and it's in late October, so I will not be streaming late October, to early, probably mid-November. If I do, it'll probably just be like chill stuff. I tossed my water bottle and broke cat. You broke it? The cat that you got from the yard sale? How broken is it? I'm so sorry. So yeah, I won't be streaming then because I'll be recovering and probably very tired. But I will try to not be gone for very long because I'll probably miss streaming and miss hanging out with you guys. What else? We will be continuing to do Detroit Become Human. At some point very soon, the streams might be... they might slow down a tiny bit just because classes are starting back up again. It depends on how much energy I have. We'll see. His head is only intact, the rest is ruined. Maybe I try and glue. I'm so sorry, that's awful. I would try getting, like, maybe super glue. There's also, like, silicone glue, which I use for, like, everything. It's a much more, like, goopy solid glue. Super glue is, like, liquidy, so it might be easier to hold stuff together with it. So yeah, either super glue, silicone glue. Maybe if you can find a glue that's specifically for that kind of material, that might work best. I don't know. I hope you figure it out though. I'm so sorry it's broken. It's kind of funny because his head is the best part. It is the best part, but I'm still so sorry. I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, right. As I mentioned, I will probably be starting art commissions soon. So if you would like to hear when those are starting, you can follow me on Tumblr. I think my name is DannyTry1617, something like that. You can find me there. I'll post about it there. I also have an account on Kara. I think it's the same username for that, and I'll post about it there too. You can also join the Discord channel over on the bottom left. It's the second link down there. You can go there for updates and to talk to me and my stream friends personally, build a community, share advice and art prompts and stream ideas, stuff like that. Anything you want. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we stream. It's a very active server. Oh yeah, you can see so many pictures of that cat's head, and that's about it. But yeah, we appreciate if you join. It'll be slow at first, but please bear with us. We're getting there. So yeah, we stream almost every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central. Usually it's me and Sun doing some kind of game, either both of us playing or me playing and Sun being the commentator. I will also be streaming periodically throughout the week, probably mostly just art streams. At random times. I'm probably not gonna have a schedule for it, especially once classes do start back up. Just so I can share some more stuff with you guys, especially like speed paints and stuff like that, which will also get posted on YouTube. The VODs are posted for regular streams the following Monday at 4 p.m. Central. Is that a link? Is that a link to our server? Thank you. Yeah, click that if you want to join. I appreciate it. The VODs for my random streams will be posted when I get around to it. It is the link. Okay, good. They'll be posted at some point, hopefully as soon as I can, but if it's like an art thing, I'll probably turn it into a speed paint, which takes more time. So it may be a little longer until that VOD is posted, but it will get posted. And you can go see my previous VODs for gaming and art on my YouTube channel over there, also on the bottom left. If you missed a stream or you want to go back and see previous streams, they're all there. You can go see them. Yeah. I hope this stream was fun to watch. I was mostly just rambling the whole time and my voice is completely gone. But I had a lot of fun, and thank you again, Sun, for being in the chat. And I can't wait to play games with you next week. If we're streaming then, I hope so. I might be tired, but hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, I'm done drawing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it. See you guys next Saturday.